Right, Trudge, have you nearly finished doing the floor?
Nearly.
Nearly? Nearly?
I'll need a holiday
Okay.
after this.
Well, look, I've got the stuff ready to go out in the car. Do you want me to give you a hand? I can open the doors for you.
If that's the best you can do, I'll have to accept that.
Juliet kept well away while Trudge loaded the car. Clever Juliet. Have you got everything all packed up, Trudge?
Yes, I have.
You sure?
Yes, I just
Not missing anything?
Well,
all right.
What we haven't got, we can do without.
What was that?
What we haven't got, we can do without.
Okay.
Just
Bye.
need you to go and...
Here we go. The start to our long weekend away. We're ready, Trudge?
Yes.
Our next stop, morning tea at Tramcars Bakery, Gympie. Yummy. Well, we've made it to Childers. We're stopping at the Avocado Motor Inn. Trudge and baby are quite happy on their bed. And we've got a shower and a toilet and a basin. And a toaster and thingy and a jug. And we've had a cup of tea. And it's all pretty good. So now we're going to go into Childers and check it out. This is the main street of Childers on a Friday afternoon, about 5 o'clock. Childers, and we found a Krupp howitzer cannon that was captured from the Germans in the First World War and donated to the Australian forces by the French. How about having a bullet shooting at you from there? It was made by the Krupp Company in Essen in Germany in 1916. Right, this is the council chambers at Childers and the library. And this is a nice little park in the middle of town. It's got some toilets and it's got some nice looking murals made. Here we are at the Federal Hotel in Gin. Jenny's got a G&T, a decent sized one, and I've got a small 4X Gold beer. Yay! Cheers. And Trudge is getting down through her gin and tonic. It's about halfway gone, and she's still sitting up straight. I've had about a third of my beer, but we're doing pretty well.
Very nice.
Dinner arrives and it looks pretty good. When we got back to the motel, I thought I'd go and check out what traffic was on the Bruce Highway. It started to rain and Trudge thought she'd get ready for bed. By the time we got back, Trudge had gone to sleep and Bed Hogger was lying in the middle of the bed, looking very happy. After a good night's sleep, we decided to leave the Avocado Motor Inn and go for a trip to Gayndah via Biggenden and Ban Springs. Hello, good morning. We're at Biggenden, which is just west of Childers. There's a sign that tells you where we are. Let's go and check it out. Here, Trudge, you can hold that. Good girl. Let's go check out Biggenden.
Is that all right?
I don't know, can you see the picture?
I can't see anything, love.
Oh, well, that'll be all right. Biggenden is a fairly sprawling place that looks like it has been a lot bigger in times gone by. It came into existence in 1889 as a service centre to the gold rush towns of Paradise and Shamrock. The Paradise Goldfield was formally proclaimed in 1890. The railway reached the town from Maryborough in 1891 and the town was surveyed in the same year. Here we are, we've come into the main street of Biggenden.
This is what we remember. Not very busy.
Jenny's Treasures.
Doesn't look very busy.
Doesn't look very busy. Takeaway.
Takeaway.
It looks like since we last came here.
There's the centre there, we'll go down there. We stopped there before. post office down there somewhere. It's supposed to be an NAB building. This will be the primary school, possibly here.
That looks like the
That looks like the
Memorial
RSL.
Hall. Central Parking.
But there's a. Was that the same? That's a school there. Let's go and check that school out.
Oh, I don't.
To them there. Turn left up here. It'll tell you whether it's the primary school or the high school or a central school. Here we go, Biggenden State School. So this will be the primary school.
This is the primary school. Okay.
It's a very nice school.
Well, that was Biggenden. It's a town that doesn't look to be growing, and it might be getting a little bit smaller as time goes by. So we'll move on and go towards Ban Springs. See you shortly. It was a 30-minute drive from Biggenden to Ban Springs, and the countryside was very pleasant. Now we've got to Ban Springs. There doesn't look to be a lot here, so let's go check it out. Ban Springs is and always will be known as a meeting place for the local Waka Waka Aboriginal people, who also view the waters as sacred. It's believed that Ban was originally given its name by Mr. H. Herbert, who borrowed the phrase from the local Waka Waka people, which is known to mean grass.
There must be some springs down here.
Must be some springs. Yeah.
Down here.
I think that might be the springs down there. By the look of it, it looks pretty damp.
Looks pretty damp.
Yeah. We think this is Ban Springs. It all looks pretty damp down there.
Might just spring up at her.
Might just spring up at us, yes. Well, I think that's Ban Springs. I think we'll go on to the next town.
Gayndah, it's 20 k's.
20 k's. Okay, bye Ban Springs. Looks very nice. Here we are, we've called into Gayndah. We're going to go and check out the local. Looks like they have oranges here. So what do you grow? You grow oranges here?
And mandarins.
And mandarins?
Grapefruit and lemonade fruit.
Wow.
Lemonade, that's nice.
Yeah.
I've got some
Avocados. Yep.
And some mandarins.
And some mandarins. Before we did anything else, we thought we'd go and have a drive through Gayndah and see what the town was like. The town of Gayndah is about 4 hours northwest of Brisbane in Queensland's North Burnett region. Its population of about 2,000 people has barely fluctuated in the past few decades, and is one of those places where everyone knows everyone. The area around the town is a true experience of rural Australia and is only a couple of hours from regional cities like Bundaberg and Hervey Bay. Gayndah is quiet and unrushed, but there's a lot more to this old town than meets the eye.
Petrol station, council town.
We drove through the town. It was a Saturday afternoon, about 12 o'clock. There were still plenty of people around, and the town looked like it was thriving pretty well okay. Here we are, we're in Gayndah, and we're going to have pies and pastries. This looks a good place to stop. Morning. Really good, thanks. Yourself? You were local? Yeah. Can I talk here? Yeah. So how long you lived in Gayndah?
Since 2010.
2010. Where did you come from before that? Perth. Wow, that's a bit of a change.
Yeah, it's a big change.
Right. And what do you do now?
I work on the orchards.
On the orchards?
Yeah, spray and
Spray. And are you having any trouble getting labour out here for picking the fruit and stuff?
No, they did.
They did?
They still are, yeah.
And they still are,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you think they've thought of getting older people, grey nomads coming through?
I think they have.
They have, yeah.
They've got a few.
They've got a few?
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's not as quick as it was.
yeah.
Not as many as it was last year, but
Right.
this year's slowed down a bit, but they'll still get there.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, yeah.
Looks a very nice place. The town doesn't look like it's dying.
No,
It looks like it's
thriving.
going well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
Yes, it is. It's a good place to start.
Yeah, thanks for talking to me.
No, what?
Let's have a picture of Trudge and the baobab tree. Oh,
Let's sit down.
and the baobab tree is the one on the right. Jump sheds. There's Shadow and Trudge.
You're not allowed to say that.
Shadow and Trudge. Having a good time, Shadow? Yoo! It's got some pretty trendy looking cafes here. Nourished on Kappa. Look at this. Pretty good looking place. And across the road I can see a statue of a horse. We'll have to go and check it out. Brilliant.
It's the home of the Queensland Derby.
Right.
First run in 1868. Over 1.5 miles and was won by the Hermit.
Right.
There you go.
Pretty good. There's a jockey on a horse. Gayndah Jockey Club. Archer's Lookout. I think we'll have to go and check out Archer's Lookout. We've stopped halfway up the hill to Archer's Lookout at Gayndah. It looks a bit steep and windy for me, so we'll stop here. We won't be too brave. There we go. And below us you can see the town of Gayndah. Look at that, it's in a valley. That's the main street down there, right in front of us, and you can see a bridge going across the river. And it's all neatly laid out. After visiting Archer's Lookout, we went back into town, checked out the river and some other stuff before we left to come home. The Burnett River at Gayndah, they have lungfish, and lungfish are now protected. I think lungfish can live on land or on water or in the water. After looking at the river, we found the museum at Gayndah, which had lots of old things to go in and look at. Pretty interesting place. And then we went and checked out the Gayndah Weir boat ramp. You could come there and have a lovely picnic, and it was a very beautiful place. Well, it was about time we started heading back towards home, so we stopped at the Big Orange at Gayndah on the way out and had a look around to see what was there. There we go. There's Gayndah Big Orange.
We can walk here.
We can walk up here. Hiya, Trudge. Give us a wave. Having a good time? Well, I've pulled up here to show you something that I don't know the name of. Special. How about this? Look at that great mountain over there. We're coming in towards Biggenden. Doesn't it look terrific? There's all this fabulous land around. All nice farmland. I wonder if people climb up that mountain. And look at it going all the way back. And all the way back up there. How tremendous. What a great mountain.
Does that look like that?
Oh yes, that looks like that. Trudge is going to tell us where it is.
Mount Walsh.
Trudge has looked up the mountain in one of her books and found out that this mountain is called Mount Walsh. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? On the way back towards Biggenden Springs, which is a sacred Aboriginal site and has a Dreamtime association with the rainbow serpent, which is believed to have surfaced there, we saw this range of mountains called the Seven Sisters. The rainbow serpent also told the elders of talks he had with the Seven Sisters and of the wonders he had seen while making the pathways for the sacred water to flow in this area. Biggenden Springs, the Seven Sisters and the Rainbow Serpent are unique in Indigenous heritage. It's sacred in men's business and women's business for separate and combined reasons, and I reckon we need to respect Aboriginal culture and keep it for our future prosperity. Well, we've had a great adventure. We've had nice things to eat, dog-friendly places, some terrific exhibits, a good place to sleep, a nice orange information centre, and some terrific places where we could come and picnic. So that ends our trip from Childers to Gayndah and back. We hope you had a good time. We saw lots of things, and we look forward to seeing you again on our next adventure. Bye for now. See you soon.